As of September 25th, 112 Syrian refugees had moved to Arizona in fiscal year 2015. About a dozen families resettled in Tucson. So how do they get here? Step 1. First, the UN High Commissioner for Refugees and the U.S. government decide whether someone is actually a refugee. A refugee is someone who can't go home because if they do, they will be persecuted for their religion, race, nationality, or politics. Step 2. Now officially a refugee, they get referred to the U.S. Refugee Admissions Program. Step 3. The background checks begin, with information submitted to the Department of Homeland Security. Step 4. Now it's the State Department's turn. They run a name check on refugees and search databases for any red flags. If all checks out, that clearance lasts for 15 months. Step 5. More background checks. This time, other U.S. law enforcement and intelligence agencies get their turn. Step 6. Now for the interview. A U.S. immigration officer will travel to interview the refugee in person. Step 7. Another check. This time, fingerprints and photographs are run through U.S. databases. Step 8. At this point, the Department of Homeland Security makes the call. Can the refugee settle here or not? If all security checks come back clear, the answer is yes. Syrians go through extra checks the whole time. Step 9. Now cleared, the refugee gets a medical screening. Step 10. A resettlement agency pairs up with a refugee and decides where in the country they will live. Step 11. At a cultural orientation, the refugee learns about all things American. Even now, more checks still happen if necessary. Step 12. Finally, after 18 to 24 months, the refugee arrives in the United States. But they're not all clear yet. Customs and Border Protection run one more identity check. If things don't match up, a refugee can be turned away even at this point.